Greetings everybody. So a while back I made durian ketchup. I took durian and I used a ketchup recipe where I replaced tomatoes with durian, and I was surprised at how much like hollandaise sauce that it tasted like. When I put that out to the world, I got a lot of comments of people saying like, dude, now you have to make durian hollandaise sauce. So why not? Let's do it. I was actually sent another box of durian from Year of the Durian, so shout out to Year of the Durian for sending me this durian. This is not what they wanted me to do with it, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. And this is going to be vegan. It's going to be vegan. Now, I am not vegan, which is good for a reason, because you know, I have a lot of vegan friends, and sometimes I'll be like, hey Jared, try this vegan cheese. It tastes just like real cheese. And I'll be like, you haven't eaten cheese in like 15 years. I don't know if that's true. Because I am vegetarian, I can do this a little bit different. I'm gonna actually make real hollandaise sauce using dairy, and then I'm gonna try to replicate it using durian. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna taste like hollandaise whatsoever, but I think at least it's gonna be interesting. So first, let's make hollandaise. So believe it or not, this isn't a cooking channel. So I'm making hollandaise as quick and easy as I can. So I'm following a recipe that just is a way to kind of cheat to make hollandaise. So if you are like a French chef, I'm sure that this is insulting. For this, you need a blender, you need 1 egg, 1 stick of butter, lemon juice, and yes, this is lemon juice in a bottle, not an actual lemon. I know, I'm sorry. And salt and pepper. I think that's it. I've taken a stick of butter, which I am bringing to a low boil. Okay. Just want the yolk. I've seen this on TV. I'm going to use the eggshells to separate out the yolk. One more. Get all that egg white out. Okay, it broke, so that's my cue to throw it into the blender. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. 1 tablespoon of water. A couple of cracked pepper. Pinch of salt. I'm gonna put the lid on. Gonna open up the little hole in the top. My butter has reached a boiling point. I'm gonna turn this on, and then I'm gonna slowly, very, very slowly pour the butter in. Because you pour slowly, it's not gonna turn into scrambled eggs. It's going to just like slowly turn into a thick sauce. Wish me luck. Okay. That, my friends, is hollandaise sauce. Or at least something quite like it. Just trying a spoon of hollandaise is kind of weird, but gotta get that flavor down, so. Hollandaise sauce tastes like cream and butter more than anything else. It has a little bit of an eggy taste to it, but not as much as I thought that there would be. So that is something to keep in mind when I make the durian hollandaise. So here's what we're dealing with. I've got my blender. I've got the lemon juice. These are soaked cashews, so I took raw cashews. Not roasted, salted, or anything like that. Just plain raw cashews. And I let them soak in hot water for a couple hours. And now they're like really, really soft. They like soak up that water. So that should give a nice texture without being like gritty or anything. And I've got a 1/2 cup of the durian. I don't know if I'm going to use all of this or not. But we're going to start there. And also sneaking around here, I have the nutritional yeast, which is like what vegans put in everything to make it taste like butter, cheese, what have you. This, I'm gonna not use this right away, but it's gonna be standing in the sidelines just in case I need it. Also, I've got some hot water here. I brought this water to a boil, And this is gonna add a little bit of liquid to it so it's not too thick. And also heat. This is a half cup of cashews, by the way. Half of the durian, so about a 1/4 cup. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. A couple cracks of pepper. And a pinch of salt. 1/3 of a cup of water in there. Okay. Let's give it a shot. One more 1/3 cup. So it could use a little bit more blending. It's not good. It needs some work. I think it still can be worked with. So what this tastes like is kind of like, it's kind of like if you were to take like a glass of milk and put it in like a gallon of water and drink that. It's kind of like not satisfying about it. It's not like, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It's kind of flat. So we're gonna go for the yeast. It doesn't really have a buttery taste, and this will help it. So I'm taking 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. That's gonna go in there. I also think it needs a little bit more pop. So although the actual hollandaise I used only had a teaspoon of lemon juice, I'm going to go for 3 teaspoons in this one. And also a pinch of salt. Alright, let's check the texture. Yeah, that looks like a mother sauce to me. And it's got the coloring right too. It's about the same coloring thanks to the orange of the nutritional yeast. That's better. Still kind of missing something, but this is a good base right here. It has an eggy taste thanks to the durian. It's got a milky taste thanks to the durian and the cashews. It has a kind of like a cheesy, buttery taste thanks to the nutritional yeast. This still needs something though. I'm gonna try another bit of my actual hollandaise. What's interesting is that this is sharp. It has more of a sharpness to it than the durian one, even though this only has 1 teaspoon of lemon in it. It's almost like yogurty in flavor. So, okay, I have an idea. First, it needs some richness. I have got vegetable oil. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of that in there. So although durian and cashews are fattening, they aren't exactly like oily. And the hollandaise, the regular hollandaise, is a little bit oily, so I think it needs a little oil. Next, vinegar. I think maybe if I put some vinegar in this, it might kind of get closer to that sharpness, that like kind of buttermilk, yogurty sharpness. Probably not a lot though, so I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon and see how that works. And that's apple cider vinegar, by the way. Why? Because that's all I have. Okay. Back she goes. Yeah. That helped. That helped a lot. It's definitely not hollandaise sauce, but it certainly does have qualities that hollandaise sauce does have. That tastes much more buttery. You know why? There's a whole stick of butter in there. This one has more flavor to it. The durian does add to it. If I were to do all this without that durian in it, then it wouldn't have as much of a richness, it wouldn't have much as an eggy flavor. it isn't hollandaise, you know? And I have a feeling that if I were to try the majority of hollandaise recipes that are vegan, it wouldn't be very close to what I have there, because that is like 99% butter. So anytime you look at a hollandaise recipe that is vegan online, usually what they do is they put a lot of spices in it, and kind of create like a sauce that I'm sure is like really good for things that you would use hollandaise for, but just replicating straight up butter and cream is, you know, it's gonna be kind of tricky. Hollandaise is very simple. It's just, you know, basically butter, a little butter and egg. There's not a lot of flavor to that. This has a lot of complexity because of that durian. Durian has a lot of taste to it. There is a little bit of a fruitiness to this. There's a little bit of sweetness to this. There's a lot of flavor because that nutritional yeast is, although it kind of gives you some of what butter gives you, it also has a lot more to it. Nutritional yeast has its own distinctive flavor, which is good, but it's not exactly butter. I think that if you were to put this on some asparagus or a vegan eggs benedict or something for somebody that couldn't have hollandaise sauce, I think they would be pretty happy with it. So I think that's it. This was kind of a fun experiment. I don't think this is 100% like hollandaise, but it is pretty decent. And I think that if you were to play with it, you can get something that would be even closer. So, you know, if you got some durian, maybe give it a try. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I would like to give a shout out to Smarter Every Day, AltPod, and the Harbor Leaf Tea Company. They are mega patrons over on Patreon.com. If you haven't heard of it, Patreon.com it's how this channel happens. It's how I can afford to keep this YouTube channel going. So if you haven't checked it out, please take a moment to go into the description below and click the link there. I also have t-shirts for sale over at my web store. A link to that is in the description as well. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.